What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of A Happy Fucking Life. It is Rhonda, and today is Wednesday, August 18th, 2021. What's up? How are y'all doing out there, no matter where you're listening from, or if you're tapped in on YouTube? Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you. So I was gone last week. Man, the week really caught up to me, but I'm so happy to be back. I really am. Y'all know how it is sometimes. Things just kind of pile up real quick, real fast, and it's like the time just runs out. So I had to decide, what I could do later, what I could push it off, what I could try different. And I had to just let the podcast go last week because I didn't want it to sound rushed. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just throw it together. So I was like, all right, I'm going to give myself this week off and next week I'll resume. So back with another episode and happy to be back because I missed y'all. I missed recording too, but yeah, it's the middle of the week. So if you're on YouTube, please tap in and let me know how you're doing. How's the week going? It's the middle of the week. So yeah, check in and let me know. Y'all know I love reading your comments. All right. So let's see. For me, I'm going to go ahead and jump into all the feels because I'm going to tell you how I've been feeling and what I've been up to for the last week. So I would say that I feel valued, appreciated. I feel free and I feel ready for whatever is next. All right. So if you are looking on YouTube, you see that I look different. So I have combed out my locks after 9 years. Did it last week and I feel free. I feel free. I feel ready for whatever is next because this change really felt like the beginning of more things to come. But this kicked everything off for me. So do I know some of the things that are changing? Some things I do know that are changing and some things I just feel like are just going to shift. Like, the feeling of change just sat in my spirit and it felt like time to do something. So like I said, started with my hair and I feel good. I feel really good and excited about whatever is next. Even this journey that I'm on now. I really wasn't expecting to be on a hair journey like that because first of all, I didn't expect the texture of my hair to be different. I don't know why, but I didn't. I started locks 2012 with long, coarse, wavy hair. And now I have curly hair, which I've never had before. So now I have to manage that and get used to it and try different products and stuff like that. So that's a whole journey within itself. And I'm excited about it. I really am. Y'all, I've gone wild with the products. Okay. I've ordered a lot of stuff. I've gotten a lot of recommendations and I've gotten all kind of boxes coming to the house already. So I'm excited about that and being able to share that, sharing that journey. But like I said, feeling free, feeling good, feeling really good in terms of feeling valued and appreciated. I'll tell you, I made a couple business deals where, companies stepped to me and paid me exactly what I asked for, and if you know anything about content creation or, whether you are a content creator or not, or, if you have friends that are, this could be an uphill battle dealing with companies. They really want to lowball you. They want to give you a free gift and see how things work out. Now, with this free gift, they usually want you to create content, though, right? So you're taking time, you're spending money potentially because you may need certain things in order to shoot, whatever it is that they need. You're using your resources and, more importantly, just your time. You're taking 2 hours to create content for this free thing that you got and hoping that your content performs well so that you can now circle back around and get a paid opportunity. But it's like for me, I really have just been prioritizing paid opportunities because what this is like content creation is fun, but it's a lot of work, right? Sometimes when you see a picture just posted online, it looks nice. It's the finished product of it, but it may have taken an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours to get that perfect shot, because there's things that come up all the time when you're creating content, and like I said, it felt good to, for a company to step to me, a couple of companies to step to me tell them what my rate was and then pay me on it. They're like, cool. Like we value who you are, what you are. We value your audience. We value you, and I appreciate that. I do. And I just pray that I continue to attract those kind of opportunities because I don't mind doing business with brands and stuff like that. But number one, it has to be a good fit. It has to be something I feel like my audience can benefit from. And then number two, we got to talk money, which I know sometimes can be an uncomfortable conversation. But yeah, just coming after content creators for free things, that ain't it. It's not. People have to be valued and compensated for their time. No matter how the content performs, the money has to be paid, period. So yeah, so that's how I'm feeling. I'm in a really good place. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really, really good. I'm saying? Like I'm gonna make some changes on my main channel. I'm excited about that. Really, really amping up and taking story time to another level, which I'm excited about. Like, story time is my shit. I love story time, and I love how much my audience, the good people, love story time as well. So really just focus on that. The change is coming along with that. So that's all the feels. So now I'm about to move things right along to best of the best, which is, this is the segment where I share some of the best advice that I've ever received. So sometimes it'll be from people that I know. Sometimes it'll be from books. Might even be a song lyric every now and then. But this time it's from a book. This book is Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. I've mentioned this book before. This is one of my favorite books. I will never miss out on the chance to recommend this book because it's just really life-changing. I've listened to it twice on Audible, and I'm going to listen to it again soon. I plan on listening again because I always pick up new gems, when I listen. So this is something that came from that book. Again, Ryan Holiday, Ego is the Enemy. There was a part of the book where he said, clear the path for people above you, and you will eventually create a path for yourself. I'm going to read that one more time. So clear the path for people above you, and you will eventually create a path for yourself. I really strongly believe in that. I really, really do. Now, the first time I heard that was back in 2017, and I was working for a production company. I was working for Janine Daniels, her production company at the time. And she was doing things that I could only imagine to do. Like, I was like, damn, I hope one day I can do the things that she's done, build the relationships that she's built, create the kind of stories that she's, telling and a part of. And so, she gave me an opportunity, and I enjoyed every single moment of it because I was learning things that I could not and would not learn in a school environment. The hands-on experience was priceless, right? But what it showed me at the time, like I said, I was working for her at the time, 2017. So we worked together from 2016, 2019. And I learned so many things that I didn't even think I was good at. Janine saw things in me I didn't see in myself. I just didn't mind putting in the time, the energy to get these things done because I knew that I was going to learn. I knew that I was building, you know what I'm saying? And now in 2021, I see how I was able to create a path for myself based on the things that I learned at the time, with Janine. Like, working with her was life-changing. Y'all have heard me talk about her before on my main channel, and she is someone that I will always talk about because I have so much respect for, her being open to show, what it takes to be in filmmaking, what it takes to create projects, what it takes to have a small production company. You know what I'm saying? Like, the things that she showed and that she shared. She didn't have to do that, but she did. And I'm so glad that she did because, like I said, I'm out. The path that I'm on now really is an extension of the things that I learned back then, And I know sometimes we can get caught up in the fact like, well, I'm not getting paid a lot of money. I don't have a big title. I'm not really being used the way that I should be used. So we want to kind of be on autopilot and not really apply ourselves. But you really miss out on the opportunity to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you got to really see the journey for what it is. See what you can pick up and what you can learn. And those things will be of value to you at some point. Even if you never use that, even if you don't use that skill right away, a year or two goes on, you put yourself or you find yourself in certain situations and you're like, damn, I learned this 2 years ago, and it clicks, and now you get a chance to move into action, right? So I think it's about perspective and how you view your situation and where you're working or what you're doing or projects you're a part of to really see it. So again, clear the path for people above you and you will eventually create a path for yourself. I have so many skills. Like, man, I have a laundry list of skills that I picked up for free. I did not even have to go to filmmaking school. I learned these things by simply being present, whenever I was working on a project, asking questions, sitting back and observing. Like, I wasn't just sitting around talking, running my mouth. Like, a lot of it was sitting and observing and listening and paying attention. And when I did have questions, asking them, not being afraid to do that, So yeah, that quote really stuck with me because I'm a living example of that. And, and I'm looking forward to the moments where I get a chance to share a lot of things with other people that can hopefully help them on their paths, and things that they want to do in their lives. So now I'm going to move on to the topic of the week. The topic for this week is about change, which is just the place that I'm in right now, with the change that I've kind of gone through recently. Change is good. Change is good. Change is something that I think a lot of us do resist, though. And I can understand why change. We fear change because you don't know what to expect. A lot of us want to know the outcome. We want to know that things are going to be a certain kind of way. And unfortunately, it's not like that. You just got to go for the change to see what's going to happen. And no matter what the outcome is for whatever you decide to change, I feel like that it always puts you on a journey where you get a chance to learn more about yourself. You learn about yourself. You learn about other people. You see yourself showing up in ways that you're like, I didn't even know I had that in me, right? But you had to be in that situation in order to show up in that particular way, right? So change is just something that is really good. And I know that we resist it. I know that we do it. So I encourage anybody out there that if you have been feeling that urge for things to change in your life, embrace it. Embrace it and go for it. Because the thing about change too is that it can be the thing that needs to shift, be it a relationship. As for me, it was my hair, be it your content, the kind of content that you're creating. If you need to change your attitude, whatever it is, I feel like that it's making space for something else. It's making space for more things, for different things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with me actually changing my hair, I'm now going to be doing some hair content. Did I ever see myself doing that? Absolutely not. But I got excited about the journey that I'm on, and, my audience, the good people, they're excited about it too. Like we can't wait to see your hairstyles. We can't wait to see what products you use. So yes, I'm absolutely going to now take that as a part of my journey. And I wouldn't have been doing this content, with hair had I not combed out my locks, because I wasn't doing content related to hair with my locks. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, change can actually, like when you change and take that step into, shifting whatever it is that needs to change, it can really be what you need to move things in a totally different direction for you. It can take you to the thing that you've always wanted. You know what I'm saying? So again, a lot of us are comfortable, and I get it. Comfort is also a part of ego, in my opinion, because the ego likes to keep us safe. The ego likes us to keep things safe and do things as they've always been done, and that's when our ego kind of catches up to us, and that it interferes with us changing. So change is important, y'all. Please embrace it. I'm not saying don't be afraid. You can still have that fear, but don't allow that fear to keep you from changing something. You know what I'm saying? If it's a position that you had your eye on, but you think you're not qualified for it, but you are qualified for it. You know what I'm saying? The opportunity wouldn't have presented itself if you weren't qualified. So just go for it. You know what I'm saying? And don't play small. Don't play small, and just embrace the change for what it is. There may be some things that are thrown at you that, you feel like that you don't deserve, or you feel like just don't really make sense or add up. I think it's okay for you to meditate on it, pray on it, ask questions about whatever it is, get clarity that you need, whatever that thing is, but go for it, embrace it. There's a lot of beautiful things on the other side of change. It really is. And I even had people just saying, oh, that beautiful hair, why would you do that? I'm like, but it's just hair. I can grow my hair. If I want locks again, I can get them back. It's not something that's impossible and totally off the table. Like if I just absolutely end up hating this natural hair journey, I can get locks again, and then put myself back on a lock journey. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. So, life is generous. It's a gift that keeps on giving. And I think it's just really important for us to make sure that we're embracing the moments where we can change and be different, and we can blossom in different ways in our life. Because nothing good ever comes out of a comfort zone. Not really, except a predictable, boring life. You know what I'm saying? And that's no shade to nobody, but a lot of us are just living predictable ass lives. Like we're so comfortable. We really are. We're comfortable. And it's like, I see people that are younger than me, my age, and it's like, damn, they're like, I want to do things different, but I'm just afraid. And it's like, well, if you don't take the action, you're going to do things the same for the next 40, 50 years of your life. Is that what you want? All because you don't want to make one change. So think about that. You know what I'm saying? Assess your life, where things are, how things feel. And if that change has been tugging at you, go for it. Take the lead. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you will learn so much about yourself. And I promise you, it is going to direct you into a journey that's going to blow your mind and change your life at the same time. So that is one of the biggest things about me living a happy fucking life, is that I'm always open to change. Always. I'm always open for things shifting. I'm not attached to even this moment right now. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm so aligned too that I know when it's time to change. And the change I've gone through right now, starting with my hair that I mentioned, feels very much like a spiritual change. It felt like a spiritual thing. It wasn't like an emotional decision. It felt very spiritual. It felt like God whispering in my ear, telling me that it is time to change. Like the time has come. That time you were thinking about, that time I've been feeling this shit for months. And it's like God whispered in my ear, like, now's the time. And I started with my hair. And like I said, things are already starting to change. And I am so excited about it. I am. So that's it, y'all. Change is good. That's all I really have to say, because it really is. It is. It's scary. but you learn things about yourself and other people along the way. So go for it. All right. So I'll be back next week with another episode. If you're on YouTube, please be sure to go ahead and meet me in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up as well. And if you are listening on the Apple platform, if you can please take a moment to go ahead and give me a review. You can actually click on the stars and give me a star rating, or you can take a moment and write out a review. So if you don't know what I'm talking about and you have an Apple device, you can go on there. Every Apple device should come with Apple Podcasts. It's purple. It's an icon or it's an app. Click on it and you can type in A Happy Fucking Life. It'll come up. Scroll down to the middle of the page. You'll see the stars, but you'll also see a box that'll say where you can write a review. So that'll take like 30 seconds maybe. So I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, for watching. I'll be back next week. I can't wait to read your comments on YouTube. Y'all take care. Be good to yourself. Peace.